We just got a surprise update for EA Sports College Football 25. Now, in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I didn't think we'd be getting any more updates this year because they were kind of on to College Football 26, but they did put a little bit of a small update out there. Nothing too crazy happened, but I figured I would let you guys know. Now, this dropped yesterday, but they didn't put out really any information right away, so no one really knew if anything even changed or if it was just something really tiny, but they did later put some information out, but I've just been busy today, so I'm kind of hitting you guys with a late upload, and I'll let you know some of the things that changed. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any of the other important updates that could happen for this game, but most importantly, all of the news we're going to be getting soon for College Football 26, make sure you subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss any of these important videos when they drop. Now, before we get into the update itself, I do want to address that there was a bit of an issue after the update went through, which is something we've seen with EA Sports in the past, or, kind of just any game. Usually when there's an update, there's always liable to be something that gets broken by accident, and, we've seen this happen a lot with Madden over the years. We've seen it happen a couple times this year with college football, and it seems like a lot of people are having trouble with Team Builder since this update went through, and I see a lot of people are saying that EA hasn't really commented on it yet or said anything. They definitely know about it though. Trust me, when you guys are like on Twitter or on forums and a lot of people are leaving feedback and sending tweets to them and stuff like that saying that something's broken, they've got people that monitor it, so they definitely do know. Usually when they don't make an official statement about it, that's typically because they're kind of still investigating it, and a lot of times they don't want to mention anything until they've investigated it further to see like how widespread of a problem it is, if it's just a small amount of the user base, if it's a lot of the user base, and then sometimes they want to kind of see if they can find what the problem is before they mention anything, so they can kind of let you know when to expect it to be fixed, or if it's something that's really quick, they just fix it really quick. But they definitely do know about it. It's something that will more than likely be fixed, I would assume. That's definitely not something they want to stay broken. I believe on both Xbox and PlayStation, some users are having trouble playing with the Team Builder teams and stuff like that, so definitely something they know about. We'll just have to see when they get a fix out for it. Now, one of the cool things that they did do in this update was they added the player Tylee Craft to the University of North Carolina roster. Now, those of you that don't know, he passed away from lung cancer in October, which is just crazy. I mean, to be in your 20s and pass away from lung cancer is just super sad and unfortunate, but they did add him to the roster, and it said that they also updated likeness for new NIL players. So I don't know if they added a bunch of new ones or if they just kind of updated the likeness for certain ones. You have to kind of go through, look at some of your favorite players. Maybe you'll notice some differences, but I know at this point of the year, we're not really going to be expecting too many changes because it's almost February and the season's officially over. So now they're fully hard at work on 26, but usually when we get any updates at this point of the year, if they're small, they're going to just be fixing things, maybe, doing some stuff with rosters, but I know for sure we shouldn't really be expecting any more equipment, uniforms, stuff like that. Really just going in to fix, visual bugs or maybe some gameplay issues potentially, but they didn't do any of that in this update, it doesn't look like. So it does say that they did do some new likeness for NIL players, and they did add the one specific player from North Carolina. They maybe added some other players, but they didn't mention any specific ones. And they also did resolve duplicated QB names in Online Dynasty, because I think people were running into an issue where with recruits and stuff, you were getting duplicate names. So they did fix that as well. But in terms of any other like major updates, probably shouldn't expect much more for the rest of the year. But there are some other things in this update that they did go ahead and do, but we will get to that in just a second. Really quickly, here's a word from today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Ridge. Ridge is a company that makes these really awesome, sleek wallets, among other things, but what I really love about the wallet is just how low profile it is. It's very light and easy to carry around. I have not used a wallet like this in years. In fact, since I got my last Ridge wallet, which I still have right here, been using this one for about 3 years. It's still, looks pretty much new. It's really good quality, and I've just now switched over to the new one, but I just need, a few cards on me, some identification. You've got, some space for some cash in the back. I like to keep it simple, but what I also really love about Ridge is that they have RFID protection, so it keeps all your personal information safe. They have good quality materials, but they also have so many different designs, which now includes NFL teams. They have all 32 officially licensed NFL teams. I got kind of this carbon fiber Saints one here. They have some regular colored ones as well, but whether your team's in the playoffs or you're like me, we're gearing up for the draft here. As you can see by the logo, we didn't do very good this year, but whatever team you like, they've got you covered. And they also have other cool products products like the key holder, which also is licensed with the NFL. So you can get your NFL team on your key holder. Got to get my keys on here. Got to switch them out, but this is a pretty cool product as well. Now, if you want to rep your favorite team on your wallet and get one just like this, make sure to go to ridge.com/RayWeather, or you could simply use code RayWeather for 10% off of your purchase. Now, some other things that they mentioned from this update were they did some visual updates for the University of Nebraska mascot. So I guess something was probably wrong with the mascot. I don't know 100% what it was. I'm sure if you're a Nebraska fan, maybe you can leave it in the comments, let me know what was wrong. But they did say that they made an update to that. They also updated some field pass images in Ultimate Team. There were some visual updates with that as well. So they have now addressed that. It says they also made some stability and server improvements with this update. They say that typically with most updates, we don't really know what it means. We've never truly known what it means. I mean, it's good to have more stability and server improvements, but obviously, you know, we still have server issues and stability issues at times. But anytime you can, you know, strengthen that, I guess, is a good thing. We just don't really know what all that entails. It says that they enhance the stability and fix server issues for smoother gameplay specifically. So, I mean, I don't know. I really haven't run into an issue with the gameplay not being smooth. Let me know if you feel that way. I feel like this game is actually really smooth. Even online, I really haven't run into too many issues where things are like too choppy, but I guess, you know, that could vary, you know, player to player, but you know, I think it's been pretty good. But if they're saying they made it smoother, I mean, that's always a good thing. They did some Ultimate Team fixes as well. There were some ability and chemistry issues that were displaying incorrectly. They have now fixed that so that they correctly, you know, display the right abilities and chemistry on the upgraded players. They also improved the navigation with pop-up messages and stuff like that. So again, if you're an Ultimate Team, kind of just some quality of life fixes there that, you know, were kind of bugging some people. Nothing too major. They also corrected errors relating to downloading files and overlapping costs on upgrade items inside of Ultimate Team. So, you know, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's just little bugs that, you know, most people probably don't even notice too much, but, you know, they're letting us know that they fixed it. So this was a small update. Like I said, you're not really going to see too much gameplay stuff probably the rest of the year. I think they're done with that. I know I talked to one dev and he said, you know, they're pretty much completely on to 26 outside of, you know, maybe some little fixes. Like, for example, they may have to do an update to fix the team builder issue that happened with this update. But like outside of that, and you probably shouldn't expect too much else. I don't know if they would do any other roster changes now that the season's over. This is probably the last one. But at this point, I mean, I'm ready for 26 as well. I'm still enjoying 25. I'm still playing it, but I'm ready to see what they do with 26. What are they going to add? What problems are they going to fix that, you know, are still present in this game? Because there are still some issues on defense and things like that. There are some dynasty issues that didn't get fully resolved. So curious to see, you know, what 26 is going to look like. And I'm glad they're still trying to fix some of the errors that are still in the game, even if they're small things like some visual bugs or some stuff in the menus or just smoother gameplay. I'm glad that they're, you know, almost in February and they're still trying to squeeze in those last few little updates. But I think anything major that you're expecting at this point, I just wouldn't expect it anymore. This will probably be the last update of the year outside of them going in to maybe fix the problem with team builder like I said earlier. But yeah, we're pretty much on to 26 at this point, but I'll of course keep you guys updated with any other news that comes out. I wanted to make sure to get this video out because I know people have been asking what happened in the update yesterday because no one really knew. So nothing crazy, but just wanted to get the info out for you guys. Now, speaking of 26, if you want to know kind of more about 26, some of the leaks and rumors that we've heard, you can check out this video right here on the screen.